Greetings, fellow Pathfinders on the journey to success. Today, we're tackling an enigma in the pursuit of achievement, the liberating force of detachment. You know those instances where you pour your soul into an endeavor, yet the universe seems to reward those exerting a mere fraction of your effort? It's baffling, and frankly, a tad vexing, isn't it? Unveiling why those fixated on an outcome often falter while the nonchalant prosper is our mission today. Join me as we dissect the potency of disentangle from the chokehold of our desires, be it in the passionate throes of romance, the unyielding grind of business, or the pursuit of ephemeral contentment. If you've noticed that insatiable yearning for success consistently outpaces you, then saddle you pour exploration into detachment just might turn the tides in your favor. Take, for example, the simple task of flicking your smartphone into the air. When the stakes are low, you do it effortlessly. But elevate the situation, say you're dangling that gadget over a soaring mall balcony and suddenly, the action is ridden with anxiety. That's attachment in a nutshell, a once subconscious competence suppressed under the weight of possible outcomes. This phenomenon cripples us across all walks of life, but nowhere is it more evident than in the realms of relationships, occupational success, and the pursuit of happiness. So, let's dissect these realms one by one. Starting with the quest for connection. Ever notice how, when you yearn desperately for a relationship to work, you end up thwarting it? That neediness, so plainly written across your face on every date or interaction, often repels rather than attracts. Initial attraction must have room to breathe. To evolve naturally, pressure could shatter it. I narrowly sidestepped such a fumble when embarking on a romance with my partner, where early intensity nearly capsized the blossoming ship. It's a razor's edge, often leading to two pitfalls: rushing into unfit partnerships or dismissing potential soulmates due to a relentless pursuit of an elusive perfect match. Onto wealth and vocational fulfillment. My YouTube channel, this very platform, floundered in its early days because I ensnared myself in the drive for virality. But when I backpedaled, caring less for metrics and more for authenticity and joy, viewership skyrocketed. A focus on numerical success can cloud your vision, causing you to chase illusions instead of walking your authentic path. Happiness, intriguingly, transpires in similar patterns. Conditional bliss based on achievements is unstable. Moments of pride in attainment are fleeting. Even my own college graduation, anticipated as a crowning glory, dwindled into insignificance shortly after the pomp and circumstance abated. The teachings of Zen posit that the cycle of desire leads not to elation, but to perpetual discontent, as fulfillment always seems one step beyond our reach. The crux of today's exposition is simple. Cease dandling your wants over the precipice of overimportance. Ground yourself. Letting go doesn't signify a lack of effort. Rather, it's an invitation to proceed with confidence and self-assurance, untethered from the weights that drag our potential down. As a token of gratitude for being here, I extend an invitation to make a leap of faith with me. The next step in this journey, Awa Itsa technique for releasing negative emotions and expectations. Before you venture forth, if you found this discourse valuable, consider expressing your appreciation with a tip, found in the description below. Oh, and if this conversation sparked a revolution in your mindset, and you envision brighter prospects on your horizon, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring that notification bell. Flash your intent to this digital landscape. Let us know what seismic shifts you plan to integrate into your life quest. Your support fuels the fire of our community and brings forth the power of collective wisdom. So, friends, are you ready to detach from the shackles of desire and seize true autonomy? Let's embark together. Greetings, let's dive straight into a revelation that might just revolutionize how you maneuver through life's complex social maze. Envision a scenario where your social circle, rather than lifting you up, serves as an anchor dragging you down. How do we detect the subtle signs and make the tough decision to sever ties if necessary? In today's discussion, we're uncovering the strategies to cleanse your environment of toxicity. You've likely heard the old adage that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. While this may sound like a motivational phrase to plaster on your office wall, its implications run deep and influence your everyday life. It's like when you surround yourself with high flyers, you're inclined to soar to new heights. But the reverse is just as true. Negativity and complacency are as contagious as optimism and ambition. So, if you find yourself bogged down by someone's gloomy aura or you're questioning a long-standing friendship that no longer aligns with your trajectory, the first step is observation. Birds of a feather do indeed flock together, and if you aim to be an eagle, you can scarcely afford to waste your time on the ground with pigeons. A study highlights that if your best friend carries excess weight, you're inclined to tip the scales likewise by a 50% increased likelihood. This isn't limited to physical health but extends to mental fortitude, habits, and life outlook. Ever felt drained or vexed after a run-in with a certain someone? That's your cue to take stock of your social inventory. Next, it's time for a candid conversation. It's easy to suggest a cold turkey approach when dealing with people who no longer contribute positively to your life. But before you opt for a hard cut, consider the power of dialogue. Feedback is a gift, so offer your friend the opportunity to reflect and adjust their sails. Pivoting isn't exclusive to businesses, it's a human necessity too. What comes next is an epiphany. Throughout life, there are people we grow up with and those we outgrow. Just as you wouldn't want a lifetime subscription to your middle school buddies, adulthood inevitably ushers in fresh faces and bids farewell to others. It's a natural evolution, not a somber farewell. The tricky part is executing this extraction. Here are a trio of tactics. First, you could be direct. Lay your cards on the table, outlining the impact their behavior has on you. Communication is king. Alternately, enact a gradual distancing, incrementally carving out space until the relationship fizzles to a natural conclusion. However, this softer approach is not without its complications, as it can lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. For acute cases, say in situations of outright negativity or toxicity, going ghost might be the necessary albeit drastic route. Silence can speak volumes when words fail to bridge the gap. Remember, this isn't about casting anyone into the role of a villain in your story. It's about respecting yourself enough to cultivate an environment conducive to your growth and well-being. If you've ever found yourself at such crossroads, you know it's not an easy path to navigate. But it's an essential one, nonetheless. If this discourse resonates with you, and you're keen to expand your understanding, consider subscribing. You see, hitting that subscribe button, dropping a like, and ringing the notification bell is more than just engagement. It's about joining a community intent on personal elevation. For further enrichment, remember, we've got resources at your fingertips, actionable guidance that you can integrate into your daily life, earmarked to foster growth and progress. This is about building a life you don't need a vacation from. And as we wrap up today's talk, if my words strike a chord or have offered you a nugget of wisdom worth its weight in gold, don't hesitate to show appreciation in line with the value received. You'll find the details for this in the description below. Before we part ways, I implore you to ponder on what steps you'll take from here. How will you ensure your circle propels you forward rather than holding you back? Leave your thoughts and I look forward to our continued journey of self-discovery. Until next time, embrace the ambition within, and may your path be ever upward. Welcome, fellow seekers of success, to a pivotal moment in your life's journey. Have you ever felt lost, uncertain, and drowning in the sea of life's endless possibilities, wondering which shore to swim towards? You're not alone. Today, we're steering the ship right into the storm to discover your life's true north, your purpose, in less than 10 minutes. Buckle up, for the pursuit of your passion could transform from a daunting quest to a vivid path that you carve out with every determined step you take. Friends, let's dive straight into this enthralling journey towards self-discovery. Finding your life's purpose isn't something you simply stumble upon like a hidden treasure. It's a sculpture that you craft meticulously, day after day, with your own hands. You don't just wake up to clarity. You build it, piece by piece, through trials, learning, and relentless perseverance. Most of us hesitate, paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong choices. But imagine life as a canvas, and each decision as a stroke of paint contributing to a grand, evolving artwork. It's not about the singular, perfect, defining moment. It's about the continuous process of self-sculpting. Now, let me share with you a blueprint, a straightforward strategy that I, Max Sterling, frequently revisit whenever doubts cloud my vision. It's the convergence of 3 critical questions that will ignite your journey of self-creation. Are you poised with your pen and paper? You'll want to capture this. First, identify what you bring to the table, your credibility. This circle asks you to reflect critically. What have you dedicated years perfecting? What unique skills or knowledge can you claim with confidence? This is about acknowledging your hard-earned expertise and recognizing where you genuinely excel. Next, examine what fuels your fire, your passion. On a leisurely Saturday, with no constraints of time or money, what captivates your conversation? What activities or topics get you talking animatedly, and what hobbies do you indulge in without a glance at the clock? Your expenditures, believe it or not, reveal much about your passions. Look at where your money goes without hesitation. That's a pathway lit up brightly, leading to your passions. Now, the third section is crucial: demand. Save yourself from the pitfall of trying to sculpt a demand when you can fill one that's already there. What does the world need that you can provide? Where's the gap that your particular set of skills and passions could bridge flawlessly? It's about smart integration, not just innovation. Right there, at the intersection where your credibility, passion, and demand overlap, lies your purpose. It's a compass that you refine and recalibrate as you grow. This method isn't solely for the aspiring entrepreneur. Often, contributing to an established organization that aligns with your purpose can be as fulfilling, if not more, than starting from scratch. Direct your efforts towards collaborative impact, rather than splintered initiatives. There are jobs for paying bills, careers for stability and growth, and then the higher calling we all yearn for, a realm where vocation meets avocation, and every morning greets you with vigor for the day's challenges. If these ideas stoke the fires of introspection within you, if they open the gates to avenues you yearn to explore, then consider joining the ranks of those who seize their days with purpose. Your call to action is simple. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and find yourself walking a step closer to your ultimate goal, fortified by the company of a community that strives for greatness. Now, if you'd like to dive even deeper, ruminate over the 11 life-changing questions one could ponder upon. This exercise in your journal might just be the catalyst for untapped clarity and drive. Action births clarity, my friends. There are a plethora of platforms that can offer insights into where the demand lies. ClickBank, Udemy, YouTube, all treasure troves where you identify what resonates with the masses. Model those who embody your envisioned success, adopt their strategies, and tailor them to your unique pursuits. As you sail through this exploratory journey, remember that this community here, our shared space, is where iron sharpens iron. Engagement is our currency, and your participation amplifies our collective march towards mastery. So, before you click away, let us know which ideas resonated with you, and more importantly, which actions you're committing to. The true measure of this dialogue's worth is the change that ripples out into your realities. If you found value, consider the unspoken gratuity of knowledge. Support is always welcome. Remember, success isn't solely measured by the wealth we accumulate or the accolades we collect, it's intricately tied to the purpose we fulfill. Thank you for sharing these moments with me. Until our next encounter, stop merely existing and start vigorously living. Max Sterling, out.